Assuming that Rigathi Gachagua is the presidential candidate that has been chosen by the opposition, first of all, I have to state it here categorically that it will not be a bad choice. Why? I'm going to categorically show you here on this video. But before I take you through, please, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, kindly take a second or two to subscribe. And after subscribing, please on the comment section, let me see what you think after you've watched my video. Let me give you 2 seconds subscribe before I proceed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget that my number is here. If you want to reach out to me, talk to me, share with me anything to do with politics so that I can have more information and I'm analyzing, please, you're welcome. And then for those who want to support my channel, thank you so much. May God bless you. Let me proceed. Having Gashagua as a presidential candidate from the opposition side is not a bad choice. It's not a bad choice on the basis that to take William Ruto home needs a bulldozer of that kind. Number one. Being number one agenda, we need a bulldozer of that kind. William Ruto, 1 term. That is the man we need. That's why you can never miss the campaign of whichever candidate that is picked from the opposition. Secondly, Matiang'i knows very well, Kalonzo knows very well, and any other person in opposition that Gachagua has the numbers. When it comes to Mount Kenya region, they can bring on board 8 million votes. Enough to take William Ruto home without even campaigning much. That is what actually is giving William Ruto sleepless nights. So having Gachagua on board, it's a clear indication that Gachagua is taking William Ruto home. He will go home. It's only Kenyans to decide and say, no, William Ruto is a better leader than Gachagua. But if it goes the way things are right now, Gachagua is a dangerous man when William Ruto thinks of him. Another thing, Gachagua understands government. Being the deputy president of this country and an MP as well, he has a huge understanding of how the government runs. So this is a person who can run government literally. People have said that civil servants work very well when it comes to governance. And Gachagua being one of them, he's likely to perform if he becomes the president of this country. So therefore, it will be a good choice because of that. Also, we cannot forget that this is a mobilizer. Not just in Mount Kenya. If Gachagua gets to other parts of this country, he will mobilize. He will speak. He will deconstruct William Ruto like yesterday. Like yesterday. So therefore, Gachagua, the mobilization skills that he has are very crucial. Also, is an orator. An orator in the sense that nobody beats him when it comes to speaking. William Ruto, his strength in 2022 was that he was an orator. But now if you get someone who outshines him, William Ruto is done. Anataja barabara unasikia Wakenya wanasema ati hey. That is deconstructing William Ruto's tactics. He calls William Ruto a thief and he doesn't care. He tells William Ruto that we are 1 term and he doesn't care. Also, I think Gachagua is attracting youths to his side step by step. And this is making him a very dangerous opponent against President William Ruto. Because this gentleman is at least impressing youths one after another. I'm one of them who got to his side long time ago. Because when the youths were shot at parliament buildings, Ruto called them criminals. Gachagua stood out and said it was wrong. When youths were being abducted, when Matiang'i was not in the country, and no other leader was speaking strongly against abductions and killings, Gachagua came out and said, stop abducting, and mentioned the people who are abducting, where they do the abduction, where they are kept, and across the country. Until this game of abductions and killings stopped. Just those 2 things can make Gachagua to attract youths and youths to support him. No politician in the country right now has championed the interest of the youth like Gachagua. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I can categorically say that Gachagua is a formidable candidate against President William Ruto. However, on this video, I want to look at again who could be the possible running mate for Gachagua if it comes like it is now the presidential candidate. I always say that when it comes to a running mate, don't choose for someone. Let him take his time and get a friend they can work with and deliver for the people of Kenya. Don't choose for someone. Ruto chose Gachagua. When he was in problem, he was blamed. It's a deal for other people to choose for themselves. So let Gachagua choose his own running mate. In this case, I have a list of people that I feel can be good running mates for Rigathi Gachagua. Number 1, it is Cleophas Malala, the former senator of Kakamega County, the Secretary General of UDA party who just left, and the current deputy party leader of the DCP party that was just unveiled recently. Why Cleophas Malala? First, loyalty. Loyalty in politics matters a lot. Because of their loyalty, because of his loyalty to Gashagua, it's important that he can be the best running mate Gashagua can take. Number 2, this gentleman comes from the Western region. Western region, if they vote strongly, they can bring 5 million votes on board. If they vote seriously, 5 of them. Or maybe at least 3. But he can bring a huge number of votes. If the people of Western listen to him, that is it. Despite the opposition that is there, I know that Malala is also an orator. He's a campaigner. He's a mobilizer. He can be able to really campaign in Western Kenya. Also, I feel that he is also a youthful leader. To some extent, he can attract youths to his side. And that will add the basket of the number of youths to the basket of the number of votes that youths can bring on board on Gashagua's side. So it's important to have Cleophas Malala as his running mate. Secondly, I also want to say here that the other person who can be running mate to Gachagua is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Number 1, it's the numbers that he can bring. That is 1.5 million votes at least from the Kamba region. Let me say 2 million votes. Because of the character of Kalonzo Musyoka of getting the people of Kambari to one side, I think he can be able to deliver for Rigathi Gachagua. Get the numbers and get leaders, members of parliament, senators to build their party. That is very crucial. So I feel strongly that because Kalonzo had proven not once, not twice, but several times to get the number of the voters of Kambari to his side, he can be a very good running mate. Also, Kalonzo Musyoka has some calmness that is not in Gachagua, which he can add to the basket of Gashagua's experience in leadership. In that Gachagua is going to gain something from Kalonzo Musyoka, and when things are not good, Kalonzo Musyoka can be able to calm down 1 or 2 things. So having Kalonzo Musyoka on board, it's very crucial. Lastly, it's experience. Political experience is important, and especially when it comes to international relations, how to operate in various parts of this country. Kalonzo Musyoka can be able to help a lot. So these ones are the 2 that I see so far. But I cannot categorically say it here that Rigathi Gachagua has so many friends that I have a huge list to select from. But so far, I feel from this list that I've just given of 2, these are the people that he can comfortably work with. My name is Abel Mokua. Thank you so much for watching. Take your time kindly and subscribe. See you next time for more videos.